Hello and welcome, everyone. You are listening to the Crack Podcast. How you getting on? It's a new episode. That's why it's out. I'm always gonna be about half an hour with these things. I'm gonna be as fast as I can because Charlotte's out and it is the daytime. We've got a Saturday off together, which we don't usually do, so we have to make the most of it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna basically go and walk the wee dog. How have you been? What's going on? What is happening? I think since the last time I had a podcast, the first winter snow graced us with its presence, which was lovely to look at and not so lovely to live with. It wasn't too bad, it wasn't. I had to wade through to get to the car, nothing like that. Still walk to work because I'm well hard like that. You know what I mean? Tough guy. And then all gone. So it's a little bit of a flurry, a little bit of a hello winter, all gone again. So we'll see what happens. I think with this climate change, that might be it for this year. Yeah. I don't think I've had a white Christmas in a long time. Shame. It's romantic. Looks like a Christmas card. But I'm off this Christmas. So, it's the boiler on. One day, guys, I'm gonna have a house, and there's gonna be a room in it dedicated to podcasts. It's also gonna be the spare room, much like this is, but it's not gonna have a fucking boiler 5 feet to my right through a little door that starts halfway up the wall. It's like when in like I don't know, these old westerns and stuff like that. They got these kitchen doors where the door's been cut in half basically, and they open like the top half of the door and the horse will stick its head in. It's on that, basically. But I've got this door over there. It's a cupboard, I think you'd call it. It's more of a cupboard, but it's like one of those doors, but without the bottom half. So it's top half of a door. Yeah, it's the top half. But whoa, that's not interesting. There we go. But basically, that is why the boiler sings the song of its people. Loud bastard. Yeah. So what's today? 29th of November. Happy birthday, Jamie. Alright. It's my good friend's birthday today. I haven't messaged him. Probably should. Get the old WhatsApp out. One of my oldest friends. Yeah. Now one of my older friends, because it's his birthday. He'll always be older than me. I'll never catch up. Weird. What else is going on? We started our Christmas shopping. Oh, shut the fuck up! No. Not like presents and things like that. We wrote out a list of, I don't know, sundries. I don't know what you'd call it. Stuff you could keep in a pantry. If you had one of those. The fuck's got a pantry? We've a cupboard. So we have a list of things to get after the 20th of December, which, I know it's a month away, but it's fucking coming up, guys. Fuck me. That's things like stuff that can go off. I'm not going to go out now and buy tangerines. Not that I ever would buy tangerines. Don't know why I thought of that. Just used to get them in my stocking. Don't get stockings anymore. Santa does not visit. Which reminds me, I've got some news about Santa coming up. Perhaps. Right, okay. Sorry. Oh, terrible. Ho. Yeah, so we wrote out the list, and basically, a little bag on my left-hand side here, we've got packets of crisps, jars of cranberry sauce, gravy granules, cloves. Not clothes, cloves, with a V, like a cloven hoof. Just fucking hacked off like goats, like. No, just, things like that. There's, coffee, tinfoil, yeah. All the dry shit. And then, in theory, if we go out on the 20th, 21st, 22nd, and everything's heaving, we can just be like, right, we'll get bacon, we'll get milk, and then we don't have to have a massive food shop, and we can come home and pig out. Ho. Yes. So that's about that. Oh, Christmas. All right, yeah, I'll mention it now, guys. I'm just going to humbly mention this. I shall be making my television debut. That's right. I'm going to be on CBBC. Not visually. You shan't be graced with my appearance. It's much like what is happening right now. In fact, I use this same microphone and these headphones and this chair, and I was probably wearing the same clothes because I'm a bit of a tinky cunt. But, well, I mean, I change my underwear every day, but I'm not going to change my trackies. And I don't have a maid. Anyway, so, CBBC, 4th of December, 4:45. It's a program called Bros in Control, and I don't know, but they go and they meet Santa. The Santa they met had a very, very thick accent, because he's authentically Santa. He's in Lapland. He actually sounded Laplandish. My ignorance glows. So I've dubbed Santa 20 words. So why are you watching CBBC? If you have kids, or if you want to just tune in, it's not even on BBC One anymore. You know, times have changed since I was wee. That boiler is getting louder. Times have changed. It used to be, you put on Grampian or ITV or whatever the fuck, Channel 3, and I had CITV. BBC One was CBBC. CBBC was a bit gentler, a bit cozier, a bit safer. You had Blue Peter on there, CITV had Grisly Tales for Gruesome Kids. My Parents Are Aliens. Pokemon. Cartoons like that. CBBC had like Tracy Beaker and what, Goosebumps. Anyway. If you want to hear my Santa voice, check it out. If you don't, oh no. But yeah, uncredited, so it's no proof it's me. Maybe I'm lying to you. Maybe I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to be in. Like, when's it on? Oh, it's on this date, this time. I check my wee calendar. Oh, man. Selfless cunt. I'm going to be donating plasma at that time. So I will actually be in the chair. Well, there's the boiler calming down. I'll be in the chair with the little clear tube in my arm, watching my blood pump out. When you donate plasma, I probably told you before, it always reminds me of those Scream Halloween masks that were massive when I was wee, where you had I was going to say a fake heart, fucking obviously, but there was like a heart attached to these tubes filled with fake blood. Fucking obviously fake blood. Okay, right. Blood, if you like. And you'd pump that heart. Yeah, fucking pump, you know what I'm saying? You give a few squeezes, and then the blood would run down the front of the mask, because there was like a plastic coating. Gruesome, but Grisly Tales for Gruesome Kids. That's not, we were into that. So, there you go. I won't mention Christmas anymore, so I will be the voice of Santa for what I believe is the most popular show on CBBC, which is fun. Maybe it'll lead to something else, maybe it won't. I don't know. Maybe I should start an IMDb. Because I worked on that film set at the start of the year. That was Supergirl, by the way. I don't know if I ever told you, but yeah, I worked on Supergirl. That was fun. So what's my IMDb be? It'd be me, my date of birth. This lone podcaster gets to... I appreciate you listening. I get quite a decent listenership. And then I would have something like... wrote a short film in 2013, maybe 2012, called Meter of Snow. That got filmed. I don't know what happened to that. I was an actor in a film right when I left school, which I don't think I got mass release, but yeah, it's out there. The trailer's out there. It's kind of weird I've ever watched that back. It's obviously younger, slimmer me with hair. Working the film set. There's a Marshall. Somebody damned the bins. 'Twas I. Also met Supergirl. She was nice. I've never seen Game of Thrones, so I didn't know who she was. And then suddenly she was on, like, I put Netflix on, and there she was with, was it Nicole Kidman? Julianne Moore? Oh, young blonde Australian girl. Yeah, I could put that on there. Marshall. And then, controversial, wrote the 48-hour film, and then, nope, story by. So there's a bit of upset over that, but let's not dwell on it. And then uncredited voice of Santa for this thing. So you fucking watch out, Hollywood. Here I come. Yeah. It's a shame my job's so strict. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here because I keep getting messages. Not to me. It's not like I don't have an agent or anything like that, but I'm on this agency thing where I can sign up to be an extra, and it's saying things like, "Oh, we need somebody to be in the battle scene for Highlander." And that's one of my favourite films, and they're remaking it, and I couldn't do it. I was working, and then it was, "We need somebody to be in the new series of Shetland in the background on a ferry for 2 days," and I can't do that. I'm working. And then what was the other one? It was one I really wanted to do. Oh, it was really well paid. It was for an advert in America, but it was for whiskey, and it was something like, "We need a heavy-set, bearded man, ideally bald," and I was like, "Fucking what?" Yeah, £5,000 for the day, and then you get to keep your, I don't know, they own your likeness for a year, and it goes on social media or something. I wonder if I could just take some time off work. £5,000. Yeah, I'd do that. And then again, I mean, it's just the way the industry is, guys. It was like, "Oh, potentially these dates, potentially these dates, potentially these dates," and I'm like, right, well, I can't just ask for potential holiday date. I mean, there's a whole the way the rota works in my work. You can't keep it loosey goosey. Basically, you have to know like a year in advance what you want off, and then they'll still try and jimmy out of it. And if I'm going to lie about being sick, it'd be awkward as shit. If I was going to lie about being sick, go way down to Oban, turn up. "Oh, we're doing it next week." Okay. Phone back to work. "I'm actually okay. Come back in next week." Not feeling not honourable. So, you'll see. So that's that. What else is going on in my life? What else is going on? Yesterday, the engagement ring arrived, the one we got in London. It was meant to arrive the day before. Yeah. So, I'd asked Charlotte to marry me a month to the day yesterday. And that was in the flat. She was in bed, and I came in, there's a whole story, guys, in the last episode. And then we went down to London, and we went around the Diamond District. I'm sorry, I'm going to do that again. I don't know why I do that voice. It's weird, it's like when folks say, "Oh, hi," they knew for Scottish folk. Well, she got a ring, and then it went away to get, forged by dwarves, whatever they do. And I got the message saying, "Okay, Lewis, FedEx is going to send it up. It will be here by 10 p.m. on the 27th. I looked at my wee calendar. Charlotte was meant to be away that day. I was like, "Oh, yes, cool. I'll stay in. It will arrive. I'll let her know it's here. And then me and the wee dog are going to have a sleepover, and I'll get a Chinese, and everything's going to be lovely." And then, due to circumstances out with her control, Charlotte was not away. So like, oh, bugger. Okay, cool. These things happen. And then 27th came. Continued as it does. No ring. So I go into the wee app. They send you like a long number tracking. Where is it? It's outside Milton of No, what was it? Somewhere in England. I don't fucking know, guys. Right at the bottom of England. I was like, it's going to be here in 25 minutes. They're going to have to do something very impressive. So obviously it wasn't. And then yesterday, I had one event on at 12:30 in town, which takes me half an hour to walk to if I want to get there with 5 minutes to spare. So groovy. So naturally I'm in bed until the last possible minute. I get up about 11, I'm farting about, I get into the shower at 12:30. Charlotte's out walking the wee dog. I hear ding dong, ding ding ding. I'm in the shower. Fuck. I'll come back. And then Charlotte appears at the bathroom door carrying a FedEx box. Oh, okay then. So we open it, and it's her lovely ring, and dramatically get down on one knee and ask her to marry me officially again. So, so the ring arrived, and then because of that, my family wanted to see it, so we went through and saw them. And got an Indian takeaway. I didn't pay for it, they did. Hey, I'm telling you guys, if you ever want flowers or cards, arguably you could have your grandmother die, or just get engaged, because people be giving flowers. We had so many flowers in this flat, honestly. We ran out of vases, and then when they started to die, the smell got a bit much, so they all got binned. But then my sister yesterday, because I haven't seen them since, I don't know, a long time. She gave us flowers and a card and all that sort of stuff, so all good, all good. And yeah, it was nice, it was nice. On the way through, we have to go down the A9, which is a bastard of a road, if you like to survive. No, I'm not saying it's like Mad Max, rollerball, it's just a lot of accidents. They're trying to duel it, but they've been doing that since pretty sure cars were invented, so it's been taking a while. And if you're not familiar with this area, this isn't going to make any sense to you, but I come off the Joe Carriageway by the Slough, and how Scottish is that? Yeah, pretty Scottish. And my next turn is going to be the Carbridge Junction. So I'm moseying along, I've got the cruise control on, and I'm going, what is it, it's a 60, so for legal reasons, guys, I'm doing 60, alright? And there's a guy right up my ass, right behind me. No, well, I'm not going any faster. I'm already doing 60. And he's right behind me, and local knowledge, there's always accidents at this spot, and then through my job I know for a fucking fact there's accidents at this spot. I have had more than one call for accidents at this spot. And I'm approaching the Carbridge Junction, and because I'm a driver and there's a highway code, I indicate left to show I am about to pull off onto the the slip lane takes you off the road and into the junction. And when I do that, the guy behind me, just because he has his headlights on, I just see him, he just whips out onto the right hand side of the road and drops a gear and overtakes as I'm easing my foot off the accelerator and about to start going down the gears. And he pulls back in and gives me the hazards thank you, said the Charlotte. Oh man, he couldn't see what was coming. If anybody had been flying along the road coming the other way, he'd have pulled right out in front of them, because it's a long bend. But he obviously thought I was indicating left, like, yes, you're safe to overtake. I was like, that's such a fucking gamble. So that was fine. Got to Grandtown, didn't see any car accidents. And what do we get up to? Oh, my nieces, they have these sets that you can make bracelets where you get like a bit of, it's not fishing line, but it's clear line, and then you put things on. You make a bracelet, and my eldest niece came over with one. And I was like, oh, has it got my name on it? No, it says Slay. Yes, Queen. So I'm wearing my little Slay bracelet. That's nice. Made with love. And then on the way home, same A9, other way, it's a fuckload of roadworks. Because like I say, they are trying to duel it. I don't know how you see these videos on Instagram in Japan when bridges fall down, they fix the road in 20 minutes. So, this is Audi. Right behind me. Why'd you mention the car? Because I don't have an Audi, alright? I have a Ford. I like Ford, it's nice. Whew. Oh, I tried to put in for a service as well. Fucking hell. Yeah, I got the message. Oh, you're due for a service. Okay, cool. So I go in, book my time, drop it off, and the lady's like, you don't have a payment plan. What for? For services. No, this is like I just sort of pay monthly. Yeah, you have to pay for services. Right. Okay. How much is that? Well, it could be up to £190 of VAT. Okay. I didn't say last time I was in, the girl said, see, I felt like a death relay because no. Yeah, the last time I put in for a service, the girl had said, that'll be this much. And I said, that's not right. I don't pay for services. And left. And yeah, sorry guys. Yeah. So I put the car for the service, and I said to them, and they ask, is there anything wrong with it? Nope, absolutely fucking nothing. Oh, actually, the washer fluid doesn't scoosh out of the front or the back. Okay, thank you. Groovy. So I drop the car off, go to work, get the voicemail. Hey, your car's ready to collect. Alright, go and get it, pay for it, 180 quid. Alright, cool. What do they do? Hoovered the inside. And back of my car, I'm driving to work. Front window's a bit foggy. So I give it the wee. Nothing shoots out of the fucking thing. Why they didn't fucking fix that? So I'll get back. It was a day shift, so I take my break to go and do this. Go back to work and I phone them immediately. Hi, sir, I just had my service and you didn't fix what I asked for yet. I paid for the service. So I had the car back in again. Car went back in, all good. Now I've got squishy windows, all nice. So just in time for winter, for all that shite to clog it up. Anyway, driving home last night, the Audi's behind me because it wasn't a Ford, and there's a lot of roadworks. A lot. You wouldn't believe there were so many plastic cones in the world until you drive this chunk of road. And it says drive at 40. Okay, so I put cruise control on, 40. I'm not going above or below 40, but I will just follow this. And I'm doing that for the whole way, weaving around. It's like a obstacle course. And eventually I leave the roadworks. And this guy in the Audi stays. So when you come out the roadworks, you come out in the right-hand lane. So I pull over to the left. And I still have cruise control on. So I just press up to 70. Because, and this guy stays in the right and puts his foot down. And then just overtakes. But now I'm speeding up as well. Because I've, so I'm sitting at 70 and he's just sitting 2 o'clock. He's not pulling back over. He's not going fast enough to properly overtake. And he sat like that the whole way to Inverness. And I was saying to Cheryl, this is a weird driver. It's a weird, like, he kept braking. And I'm not slowing down for you, prickstick. Okay? You want to overtake, either commit to it or fall back, alright, you little knob, because fuck you. No, it wasn't like I should drive it, but it was like, what are you doing, buddy? I was going 40 because that was the speed limit, and now I'm doing 70 because that's the speed limit, and you're doing 69, 71. Fucking pick one. Yeah, pull over. It's a cardigan. But that was that. Let's not take that energy home, shall we? Alright, let's not take that energy home. How are we doing for time? 22 minutes. Okay. What else have I been up to? Fucking hell. New podcast in the pipeline, that's coming up. Yep, I keep talking about that. I've only been talking about that for like 3 fucking years. Believe I promised you a Christmas special. I let you down, guys. That's the type of man that I am. A disappointment. And I went to a live podcast show in Inverness. That was cool. It's about ghosts and stuff. And at one point at the end, in the interval, they ask if you have any ghost stories or any, if you've seen an alien or Bigfoot's molested you or something. Scan the QR code on your program and write in with your story. He's like, well, I didn't buy a program. They're like 15 to 20 quid. What the fuck? So, over to the merchandise table. It's like, can I see the program, please? Yep. Opened it. Scanned the QR code. Fucked off. I'm not buying that. Wrote in with my story. I told the ghost story about the car, the headlights, which is on one of those previous Halloween episodes. Check out the Crack Podcast Halloween specials, guys. And then they come out, and at the end of the show, they ask people in the audience to then tell their stories. And he did not ask for mine. I was rather hurt, as I think it's a good story. Of course I do, it's my story. Well, then the next day I get a notification on my phone of this podcast saying, new episode out. Ghost cars, or something. I was like, you son of a bitch. But I've not listened to it. I'm going to assume he'd recorded that before the show, so just a coincidence. But still. And, how are we doing? 24 minutes. Okay. Right, getting there. I went to see Wicked Part 2 in the cinema. Well, it's not called Wicked Part 2. The first one's called Wicked Part 1. The second one's called Wicked Bad for Good or something. That was cool. This is why I like having a job that doesn't give me weekends off, because we went on like a Monday morning or a Tuesday morning or a Wednesday. We went on a weekday morning is what I'm saying. Like 10 o'clock, and there was 10 folk, including us there. So there's 8 other folk. Fucking maths in there, guys. Bliss. brought coffee and takeaway cup in their little, not takeaway cups, what are they called? Flask cup, you know the ones, the thermal cups. Went to Tesco, got a couple of pastries, just sat there like just a couple of old folk. It was, a pretty good film. It's the Wizard of Oz from the Green Witch's point of view. It's cool, yeah. Although, if you haven't seen The Wizard of Oz, which I think statistically 99% of folk have, some of it wouldn't make sense. Because there's like a Tin Man in it, and a Scarecrow, and Cowardly Lion. The night before, on Amazon, Charlotte wanted to watch the first part, and it wasn't working. So I'd like to say thank you to Stephen for maybe giving us some login details and let us watch it. So that was all good. Legally, I don't think you're going to share that. Fucking Disney. We got TV in the living room, TV in the bedroom. Disney Plus. So if Charlotte wants to watch Gilmore Girls in bed, she can. But if she logs into her Disney account in the bedroom, and this thing comes up, the guy in Jurassic Park, Dennis. You're not getting that. So every time we try and swap from the living room to the bedroom, we have to go into Disney support on the phone. Well, Charlotte actually spoke to somebody. Don't know how she did that. Speaking of which, I need to phone HMRC because I'm being taxed too much, and I don't make a lot of money. So this is this is bothering me. I don't even get paid for my voiceover work, guys. Sons of bitches. Although I can now legally say the views expressed in this podcast are mine and not of the BBC. Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to leave it there because Charlotte will be home soon and taking the dog for a walk. So, if you all get in touch, check out the website. I'll put the link below. Yeah, go ahead. And I'd like to say thank you to Blackmail for the theme tune. Thank you to Cora for giving us the logo for your artwork. Thank you guys for your talents, for lending it to the podcast. And thank you, dear listener, for your time. Now, as always, you look after yourself. Be good to each other. Don't take any shit. But just be good. Alright, I'll speak to you next time, guys. Bye for now.